We do.
Ah, that
Back
was a
again.
smart ass. All right, everybody.
Yeah, that was.
Shoot, we do.
Why you didn't tell us we was live?
I just hit the button. Is it okay? I
Oh,
don't
oh,
mind.
whoa,
Oh
whoa,
man,
whoa.
there is
Simmer,
some dissension in the
simmer
ranks.
down.
Wow. Shoot, we do. Let me turn my phone on mute because it's going off.
Hey, you hear me? You getting spicy up in here.
Right?
Mr. Lava Man, Shabba.
Show
Mr. Loba Loba. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Shaggy.
Now that's Shaggy.
Shaggy. Now, this is Mary J. Blige, y'all. I do not own the rights to this here music. Let me say that right out the gate. I do not own the rights to this here music.
Yeah, you be watching Book of Power. You see how she moving. You don't want no problem.
That part. Why you wanna see me down? H2O.
Who we missing?
We missing one. Snoopy Cliff Mello.
I feel him on the way. I just feel it.
3 on the top, 3 on the bottom.
Pop in right quick.
That's what we should end up with. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's your boy Onyx. It's Gentleman After Dark Wednesday. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? We already got folks chiming in. I love it. All the way from the YouTube world, it's Soul Body Mind Detox. Dana! Good evening to you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. It's my bro. He's been commuting back and forth from Ashika Island and Al Mazra, but we making it happen. They're like this. Yeah. What up with you, Busy? I see you, man. I see you. Thanks for being here, man. You could be anywhere you wanted to be, but you're here with me, so I appreciate that. It's my brother, Clutch, but y'all can call him Eric. What up with you, man? Thanks for being here. Another one from the YouTube world. I'm liking the YouTube viewers. Christopher Gordon. That's Unc again. Unc is in the building. That's like 2-3 weeks in a row. He must be doing something right. Or he just supporting his nephew. Which one is it?
Hey, man, this is good material, man.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Good product.
That's what I'm talking about. All the way from Memphis, Tennessee, newly engaged. She is the mate in the check and mate.
Yeah.
It's my sister, PK. What up with you, PK? I see you.
Say now.
Hi, PK. Are you still glowing?
Right. Talking about, I was just trying to show off my nail polish.
Nice.
Lies. All lies, man. All lies. I ain't seen her in a minute, but she is here from the, I think she's from the south side of Arizona as well. She is the left hand or the right hand or the left and the right hand of Fuego. It's Krista. What's going on, Krista? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you.
Hey, boo.
Right. I should have said she's the one that knows the truth about Fuego.
Oh, we got a witness.
Can I get it? That part. Krista said, yep, south side. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. See, she said it. I know it all.
Fuego, as your legal counsel, don't say nothing. They got nothing. Don't say nothing till I get down there.
Hey, she can incriminate herself if she tells something.
Hey, you already know. Don't do the Shaq and Kobe. Go ahead.
Oh man,
go ahead.
All about.
Go ahead. We busted. What?
Why you say?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Anywho, how you guys feeling, grown folks? How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good. That's what's up. Desmond, I see you, man. Thank you for being here. What it do, family? Desmond, it's been cold in Cali, bro. LA has been experiencing a lot of cold weather. And
cold, how cold?
Today has been windy and quite cold. My nipples came out today, so it's cold. How about that?
Okay, never.
No.
I digress.
Look at Three's face.
What's up, brother? This man here on some bull jive.
Look at Three's face. Three's face is like,
So
really?
what the man on today? Okay.
Oh, shoot. It was 80 degrees in Nashville. What the Hades?
Hey,
No, not here, man.
It's
And we
60
expect
right now.
rain. We expect the rain
Same
for the
here.
next 3 days.
Same here in Arizona.
3 days. Wow.
Oh, wow.
It was 80 in Arizona, Fuego?
No, it was cold and
rain.
windy here.
That's
Cold and
crazy.
very high winds.
Super high.
It's my cousin all the way from the boot. No, not from the boot, from the SIP. Mississippi. What's up with you, cuz? I see you. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. What you say? Ask a question if you want. Huh? Here we go. Anywho, let me introduce the grown folk them. I'm glad to see them here. She hasn't been here for a minute. Had a little, not a little, let me take the little word back. Had an unfortunate death in her family, but she has pushed through and she's here with us today. Let's welcome back Miss Talina, who's in the building. Thank you for being here, ma'am. I appreciate you. And again, the condolences to you, the family, and prayers. Absolutely prayers.
Thank you.
She is the executive. No, you just the producer, right? Which one is it?
She in the green room right now.
She in the room right now, right? She in the executive suite. She is the producer. Vanna. She is the executive producer of Gentlemen After Dark. It's Miss 3.
Hey, people.
All the way, like I said, from the south side of Arizona. Found her alias business all the way in San Diego, the Fuego shop. I said, oh, I got to take a picture in front of this. I was like, what? They had Fuego written and then fire, the symbol. So it's Fuego, y'all. Right?
Hi, guys.
He is the check in the checkmate,
Yeah.
He hung up his he's now the consultant for ChristianDingling.org. It's the dude, Devin.
I'm sitting on top of Stupid Kilter Mello. I'm sitting on the other side.
Hey,
that's where I'm at.
And being as assassinish as he is in a hidden location, we really don't know where he at today. Boy, oh boy, it's Snoopy Cliff Mello. And last but not least, I am your host. I'm just Onyx. I'm just here, chilling with the people. How y'all feel? What? Good? Yeah. I see we got some latecomers up in here. Thank y'all for being here. Damon DJ Jackson, what up, man? Thank you for being here, tapping in. Thank you for being here. You're not on the road tonight?
Wait. Before you go any further.
Uh-oh.
Why Damon didn't respond to my thank you?
Uh-oh.
For buying my book. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying it so far. But it is courtesy when someone says thank you. Say you're welcome or shut up, nigga, or something.
He own him.
I'm just saying. Okay. Hey, you carry on now. Carry on.
Well, thank you. Quick
PSA.
Shoot, we do. Verdina, I see you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you, Verdina.
Hey, Verdina.
Bartender. Oh my goodness. What up, man?
Is that our bartender?
Our bartender. Bartender. Uh-huh.
What up?
Bartender, that guy. We really don't like him, but
right.
We really don't
still
like
by
him.
while I got a ticket.
Right. For the helmet. You remember that? Man. Anywho. Damon says, shut up and thank you.
Okay, there you go. There you go. I can appreciate that.
I'm back on Miss Dana. She laughing at my nipples was out. And she said they had snow where she lived. So boy, oh boy. Tuck my stuff in. Boy. It is Wednesday, you guys. I'm happy to be here. We got a few more days remaining before this month is over. It'll be over. Black History Month is over shortly. The designated 28 days that they've given us to celebrate Black History Month. So I figured out, bring something out. Last week we talked a little bit a lot of bit to an officer who, shared a lot of information with us. I was very appreciative of that. Leonard, thank you for being here, man, again. A former Pittsburgh police officer, shared a lot of light with us, opened up the door for us to have some better understanding, actually opened up the door for us to have some questions that we could be asking our local politicians, our governors and mayors and city councilmen and the whole nine yards. Officers take a psychiatric evaluation upon being hired for their respective cities. How many times do they do that after that one time? And from based on what we were told, it was one time. And the officer then spent 20, 25 years plus never having to go through that process again. Meanwhile, they qualify once a year for their firearms. Something to think about. So we'll carry that on. We'll carry that on. Michael Hines is in the building. What's up, man? Out there on the road. I see you. Jason, what's up with you, bro? Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. So I figured I would keep us still kind of going in the spirit of Black history with our first question for tonight. Should be good. And I guess I better do something like this. Should be too. So tonight's first question, you guys, is going to be really simple. Should be easy. Fuego, I want you to answer the question too. What does Black history mean to you? Oof. Selena, you ain't been here in a minute, so I'm just going to start the pressure.
No,
Right? No.
Goodness. I mean, that's a loaded question.
Let's get you started.
It's a loaded question. What does it mean to me? My goodness. I don't even know what to say. It's so big. It means so much.
That's what she said.
Huh?
Nothing.
What did you say?
Nothing.
He said that's what she said. When you said it's so big, it's so much. He said that's what she said.
Oh my.
Get them, T. Don't let them, girl.
Black history. Black
too
history.
big.
I just said I was on mute, but I said we're not talking about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've
Hello?
completely lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Reel it in.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll have to come back to my answer now, but everything feels like I'm going to say after that just leads on to that. So it definitely means quite a bit. Yeah. Everyone that has come before us, right, that have paved the way for so many things and opportunities that we get to have today. So when I think about it, I think about another time when we were younger and we were still living in DC and we went to Black Power School. I know people probably have never heard of this, but it was literally called Black Power School. So just, the education that my dad was giving us at that time. And then you just kind of see the evolution through your life of all the different things that have changed and everyone that's made a difference. It's like, geez, we need to celebrate that because a lot of it gets lost today, in my opinion. So, yeah,
okay.
That's what it means to me.
Thank you for getting us started. I appreciate you.
She's smiling. It was good.
And on the other hand, it was not so good. Put a pin on that one right there. Put a pin on that one. Put a pin on that one.
Yes.
Miss 3, let's hear from you.
Let's see. Keep it simple. I think it's a time to reflect, similar to what Selena was saying, but a time to reflect, a time to build community, although it should be built year round. But that month itself, it really is a reflection of community, support, and reflection.
I appreciate that. Fire, fuego.
To me, it just celebrating, honoring, and remembering. So many that have left a legacy and teachings for us nowadays that we could learn from, and our children can.
Right. Thank you. Endo Smoke. I mean, the dude Devin.
That's a background I found.
Oh, okay.
What does Black history mean to me? Man, infinite. I mean, it's so much information, so much culture, to where there's no need to even try to keep going back to find out where this blackness all started, because you'll never. That's like the rabbit's hole on Alice in Wonderland. I think it's lucrative. I think it's a cash cow for some people, because it seems like the shortest month of the year is the month that everybody is just everything is just black history, black history, black history. I got these Malcolm X t-shirts. I got these Martin Luther King t-shirts. I got these Rosa Parks, picture that you can put, stuff like that. And I noticed that it seems like a lot of things are getting away from the actual historical value and just focusing on what you can show, like the t-shirts and the hats and the red, black, and green February, but then you don't see it for the rest of the year, even though we got Juneteenth and you can keep on going. So I think it's a nonstop situation that if people would really dig down into just one topic, 28 days won't be enough to actually learn what it is about whatever that one topic is.
Right. You probably have seen it. It's a clip with excuse me, Morgan Freeman, and I forget the anchorman or whatever that was interviewing him, but he asked Morgan Freeman a similar question about Black history, and Morgan Freeman was like, "You really want me to sum up Black history in 28 days?
Mm-hmm.
All the thousands of years or hundreds of years that we've been through, excuse me. You want me to sum it up in 28 days?"
Yeah.
Makes you think. I'm sorry, the dude. Let me give it to you. He said, so humble you are. Sit down.
Jumping all up on the desk.
Snoopy Cliff Mello.
Black history to me means the good, the bad, the ugly. Various people I follow on their pages, from D.L. Hughley to Roland Martin to the attorney Ben Crump, they've been putting up different things from the good, the bad, and the ugly side of our history. One being the first Olympics that they had here in America hosted a zoo filled with black people. We were amusement. From the many different inventions that we came to make, it that's famous today, from the stop sign to the super soaker. But all we're taught is Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and the peanut guy. Rosa Parks too. So like everybody has surmised, it's so infinite. It's hard to put in one sentence, one phrase, one paragraph, because we're not monolithic. And that's the beauty of us, and everybody wants to be us until the police come.
And that's when it's like, it was them.
Right. So that's why I put up, I think on day one of Black History Month, February, I said I'm black every day, but this month I'm blackity black.
Yeah.
And I'm unapologetically black. And I think I've been grooming. I'm 52 now. For the last 20 years, I've become more and more that. Meaning, there used to be a time when it's like, W people. Right. Now I'm, that you see that white dude over there?
Right.
Why should I tone down me when they didn't give that grace to when they went and lynched a woman. And let's not even talk about a woman beating them up, doing quote unquote riots and the anti. Do you know that the anti-lynching bill is still not signed, or excuse me, just got signed?
Talk about it.
Wow.
Why do you even need a bill to say that lynching people is wrong?
Right.
So, like I said, Black History, it means so much. It's not just the ugly side; it's the good side, because, like I said, we are the inventors of the cool. All fashion revolves around us. Let's not get it twisted.
Right.
So that's what it means.
Okay. Snoopy Cliff Mellow. I'm gonna answer this one as well myself. Black history, it like you guys all have said, it means a whole lot. For me, like I said, me buying the portrait and seeing, the man enslaved and his chains are breaking free. A conversation that I had with one of my sisters, Candace Eccles, out of Pittsburgh. We continue to get the merry-go-round version of Black history. Mello just said it. We get the Martin Luther King story. We get the Emmett Till story. We get the Rosa Parks story. We get the Malcolm X story, right? But when do we break that cycle? There's so much more history that's out there that is Black, but it's uncharted territory because you're only going to get the basic fundamentals of what Black history is.
About 28 days worth.
Bottom line. So we have to break that cycle, you guys. Black history, to me, it means an opportunity for me to, of course, embrace what has happened in the past and try to be a tool to be utilized for that not ever to repeat itself again. Sometimes we fight for the wrong causes and not for the right ones. We sit in silence. We sit on our hands. We wait for the next person to make something happen when it should be on us. I appreciate what my brother Jason said here. I'm going to just go backwards. Excuse me. He said, Black history means finding out the truth of our origins and the real story and not his story. How powerful we really are and getting back to loving ourselves. And this should be a daily search. The Black History Month, to me, is a slap in the face, a reminder of what was robbed from us. Shoot, be do. PK, I see you. PK says Black history, to me, is speaking the truth, especially when people want to stick their heads in the sand and act as if our people migrated here in search for work. Ooh, yeah. Shoot, be do. That part right there. So, for those of us who do bury our heads, man, come on, get out of that. Do something about it. Do something about it.
If I may interject on that level there, I think a big problem, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think a big problem as far as Black history goes is a little while ago, it was a real big stink about some of these, so-called racist statues. Nathan Bedford Forrest, they started the Ku Klux Klan, and all these different Confederate soldiers, generals, and stuff like that. They had statues up for them. So it's like the people that were fighting to get these statues taken down. I get what you're saying of what the statue represents, but there's another side to what this statue represents too. Because now when you see a 5-year-old class, kindergarten, first grade, they walking past this statue and they say, hey, who's that man on that horse? or what's his story? I mean, they got a statue about him. So what is it? Now the teacher or whoever is around this child is forced to say, hey, okay, so this is what's going on. But now if you move it, now it's out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
But the problem is they weren't doing that though. I hear what you're saying, Devin.
Right.
In a perfect world, they would do that. But them statues been up there for decades, and that ain't what they
True.
teaching. They teaching that these guys are heroes. In Germany, there is no statue of Hitler. In Spain, there is no statue of Stalin. In Iraq, now there's no statue of Gaddafi. So don't. I'm again. Yeah, I disagree there. You don't put traitors, killers. They don't get statues. Now you tell the history of why not, but yeah, but in a perfect world, the teacher would do that. But Devin, you and I both know that's not what was taught to us. We
Right.
still taught that Columbus is a hero. Don't get silent now on me, y'all. We still taught that Columbus is a hero.
Yeah, I hear you. But what I'm saying is because we're talking about at the present moment. So yeah, we had these statues up. We had all. I mean, you got to think about it. If we're gonna start taking down statues, we got to start renaming streets from coast to coast. We got to start renaming schools, buildings.
I'm for it. I'm for all
what I'm
that.
saying? So it's almost kind of like this slippery slope because what happens if they say, well, if we're gonna have to start doing this, then everybody got to start doing it. You see what I'm saying? And then you start seeing, I mean, they put a statue of Martin Luther King up. They was against that anyway. We know that. So what I'm saying is, not saying, yeah, the statue should be up, but what I'm saying is, it should be more going into giving the information about it as opposed to just, I don't know how it is elsewhere, but in Memphis, you could just be riding down the street, you see the little marker, the little historical marker, and it tells you a little short story about whatever happened in 18 such and such, such and such. That's not enough. Okay, you give us this marker that everybody's going to be driving past at 45, 50 miles an hour. You're not going to see that. You give us 28 days to give us the same old story about Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X. By the time you start talking about Medgar Evers and you start going all the way into it, okay, well, it's March now. You see what I'm saying? My daughter talked about how they learned about the Holocaust almost for a whole school year. They didn't even have a project or anything to do on during Black History Month. So I think, of course it starts at home. I think, in my opinion, that we as a community have to do better about giving our children information so that they will have questions that they can ask us and the teacher at school. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't have a question to ask, the teacher got a curriculum. I'm going to go off of this. We already know who the curriculum is made by and who it's made for. That's why a lot of the history that we have now called so-called Black history is being whitewashed. Like what PK was saying about the people saying from Africa, they came from over Africa to look for work over here. They were building empires over there already. They had plenty to do. Instead of coming where y'all claim they didn't know nothing about and made them work the land and build the country up. You see what I'm saying?
But also that it starts, like you said, at home.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of us are just now, especially in our age bracket, some of us who had the Pan-African studies, which in Florida, what did they just do? They're outlawing that.
Right.
So, and believe me, it's not going to stop there. And they have legislation elsewhere trying to ban that, the critical race theory. And they think it's a bad thing, but America is trying to be blind to the history that they have created.
Right.
So it is up to us, but a lot of us don't have that knowledge already based on what I just said, because we were only taught that, like I said, in the last 20 years, I have re-educated myself on a whole lot of subjects dealing with Black folk. Even in college, the Pan-African study that I took got the juices flowing, but still a lot of the information based on the business I was going into, I waited way too late, I think. Now, when my children were born, I had flashcards of this type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take us to do that, but also keep our foot on the necks of these quote unquote politicians. You can't erase history because let them tell it. Everything is reversed. That's why I said last week, you have to listen to the news and I'm not talking about the internet. I'm talking about going seeing what these folks are saying, both on CNN, Fox. You got to hear people that you don't want to hear. Because when you hear comments like, I know white people who are just as bad as black people, what the fuck? And these are coming from lawmakers. Marjorie Green. She said that. So they want to put it back to where we were. So we need to pay attention.
It's funny, not funny, but a lot of this history knowledge, whether it's black, the Jewish history, the Spanish history, whoever, whatever, if you really want to know about it, you really have to go out and do your own research. You have to do your homework. Yes, it should start at home with us. For those of us that watch the Emmett Till movie, one of the downfalls, and I know she paid that price mentally and probably, beat herself forever and ever, is the fact that the mama didn't literally prepare her son to be out of, I'm gonna call it, the jurisdiction where he belonged. He went to a whole nother area thinking that how he lived at home is how it is over here. No, I'll never forget the first time that I went to Mississippi with my mama. We got that education. The first time I walked into the Piggly Wiggly supermarket, we put all the groceries on the conveyor belt. That's when they had one of them belts. The lady watched us. The white lady watched us put all the groceries on the belt and then said, "Oh, this line is closed." And instantly, my mouth went to go fly open, and my mama said, "Don't you say nothing. You don't live here.
Right.
Your cousins do." So what did we do? We left all that groceries on the conveyor belt of that check stand, and then we drove on down the road to the Winn-Dixie. Y'all go put it back then. That's how you feel. You go put it back. Yep. And that was in the 80s. I was in junior high. I'm the black guy who goes to school with the white folk, which is no problem. I'm grateful to be able to have gone to school in the Valley. But at the same time, you can't ignore it. We have a responsibility to teach our children, to educate ourselves, and don't limit ourselves to just one edition of history versus the other. You need to know about everybody's issues and battles that they went through to understand that we all are people at the end of the day. We all going through it. So I see you, Pastor Bear, man. Thank you for being here from the YouTube world. Thank you guys for supporting that way. So yeah, that's where we are with that. Just keep teaching, man. And what you don't know, make it a project. Let's go to the library and learn something.
Library in your pocket now I'm not gonna say it's no excuse, but it's like real low percentage of excuse to say, I didn't know. I had no way of finding out. Like nobody can say I had no way of finding out about X, Y, and Z anymore. Because if you don't want to look it up yourself, go on Facebook like everybody else does. Hey, I'm looking for suggestions and watch how many people respond.
If you just Google it, you'll get that information. It's just information is everywhere now. It's everywhere.
Yeah. You don't need to
like it was when you were young. You got to go get it out the encyclopedia or go to the library.
We're so far from the encyclopedia days, man.
It's everywhere.
What is that?
You need a whole library card to check out all these books. No, we don't have to do that no more.
No more.
No more.
Information is everywhere. Everywhere. So
man, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Okay. Any final thoughts and comments? All right, good. Well, we're gonna move on out of Black History Month. We're gonna, step out into to a different world. I said, put a pin in it. Put a pin in it. Y'all remember what I said? Put a pin in it. You remember what that was for?
Reminder.
you was smiling, it was good, and on the other hand, it was not so good. You remember that?
Me?
Oh my God.
You had to. Hey, we need more context.
Yeah, I'm about to lead right on
Obviously,
into
everybody is just scratching their head. I'm not the
Wow.
only one.
I don't remember either.
Sean said, I have a garage full of encyclopedias. I would definitely like to pick a topic, do some research between the encyclopedia and Google.
Oh, God. There'd be no comparison.
Just for what they say for kicks and giggles or shits and giggles. There you go.
Yeah,
Man,
that'd be insane.
man. Thank you, Damon. Thank you. Somebody was paying attention. Betty Wright. You was smiling. Oh, it was good. That's what Mello said. And then I came back and said, and on the other hand, it was not so good. Okay, well.
Oh, I thought you were talking about last week. You talking about a little while ago.
I thought he meant last week.
Yeah, this question comes by way of one of our viewers. And this is funny because it wasn't scripted. Nobody knew what it was, but this is one of our viewers who asked this question to be asked. So, Barbara, this is Shirley. Shirley, this is Barbara. Is that how that go?
Barbara and Shirley.
What do you do when your partner doesn't satisfy your intimate needs?
You better tell them.
Oh Lord.
You better tell them and stop bullshitting. That's weird. I'm sorry.
What you say? Stand on it.
Stand on it. You better, okay. The question is, what do you do when your partner doesn't satisfy your intimate needs? If that's your partner and y'all in a relationship, it would behoove both of y'all for you to mention, hey, look, you know what? You're not getting it when you do this. That. Talk about it. Don't be, don't try to cut somebody's throat with it, but either what are your options? If your partner don't know how to satisfy you intimately and you don't tell them, how you gonna get it if they can't do it, if they don't know to do it?
Exactly.
You can't out there and start gallivanting out the street, and then when they find out, then it's gonna be a completely different ball game. It's a different show then.
I'm asking once, maybe twice. After that, that's too close to begging, and I ain't begging. So
what you asking for?
What you asking?
Come on,
if they ain't getting it, you asking them. Hey, I'm not asking. I'm telling you, this is what helps me.
Right.
You better tell them to keep it 100.
100 proof. Shouts out to 100 proof. Keep it 100. What you asking for? We still waiting on that answer for you. Go. What you asking for?
Just
No, we don't know.
No, we don't. We want to know
what I want, what I need.
What they really want from me. Oh my God. Oh shoot. Look, I'm watching Talina scooting further and further back. She like this.
It's getting quiet upstairs, ain't it, y'all? Orlando,
like Homer Simpson.
Hello, ladies, come on down.
I ain't heard a peep. You heard of it? There's no kind of upstairs.
Oh man, Pyro knows. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Say something, Pyro. Don't be shy.
Miss Three, what you got? Bad in the eyes. Ain't this something?
Tell me more about my eyes.
Right. I'm with it today.
Whatever. I'm with the flow. Like, you gotta tell them. Just gotta tell them. Tell them.
Just tell them. Everybody said just tell them.
Yeah, but sometimes
you do tell them.
You
have to tell them. You do have to tell them. That's critical. But then, you don't have to go outside of anything. You just take care of it yourself until y'all get back, get it together.
Right. Take care of it.
And you know what?
How long should
I'm just saying you do. That way you're not going outside of your relationship or any of that. You let them know y'all got to work it through. And in the meantime,
invest.
Be creative. Just be creative and handle it.
Explore each other's anatomy, explore each other.
Yeah, just do something.
If I'm not getting it, okay, well, you show me what you, okay, I never thought about this. So now I'm watching you do this. So now I know what gets you to that point and vice versa. That's how you do that. It shouldn't be. Oh, you ain't never been able to do such and such a. Okay, you just shot this person's ego all the way to the floor, and you expect them to do better next time. Next time they can be like, it's gonna be like whatever.
You can teach them.
So let me ask this question. Let me play devil's advocate because I love my ladies. I do. I'm always picking on them for some reason. They give us these textbook answers, and I appreciate that.
No, that's the truth.
Textbook answers, and I appreciate them. I'm gonna stand on what I say.
But
ladies, have you been a victim of he didn't hit it right? It just didn't work for me. Have you been a victim of that? Yes. Did you have that conversation with the guy?
I just didn't call him back.
Hold on. Thank you, 3. Thank you, Fuego. Deuces, she said. So come on. Quit playing. What up, Marcus? I see you over there.
And I gave him a nickname to my friends.
Oh, and probably in your phone too. So when he called, you're like, that's the dude.
Right? So you
I'm
I'm not answering that phone no more.
See,
I'm reading the comments and y'all saying you just gotta tell them. You gotta talk to him and you just gotta tell them, but you're not telling them. So now what?
It doesn't always happen like that. Sometimes it's just not important to them. Sometimes it's just not important to them. And I see it from both sides because I have a male friend who struggles with it. And it's not cool. It's not good. Like you gotta have that, you gotta satisfy your partner. So yeah.
Krista said sometimes the conversation is not necessary. He knows he wasn't hitting that right. Oh my goodness.
That's true also.
How does he know? How does he know?
Your facial expressions.
What is
the disappointment in your face.
I'm gonna ask questions till we run out of answers. Because okay, so he knows he might not be thinking, because sometimes he might be being misled, thinking he's doing something because he hears things and he sees things. He's thinking, okay, I'm doing something. I'm taking care of business. And he's not. But if he's not told, no, you really wouldn't. That was because I was like, whatever. He might need to know that so he can stop being that way, change up his repertoire.
So I could just ask him, like, are you usually like this?
Oh,
wow.
Like, yeah, well, I haven't ripped.
Wow. Look, and he gonna be like, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
And then I'll say, just not fully engaged. Like something seems to be missing.
Oh my God.
You know what? I have a question. Just
let me show you something.
The question I have is for the ladies: have y'all ever been in that situation in the reverse, meaning you weren't cutting the mustard, and bro was like, you know what? I need you to use a little bit more, lip or whatever.
Absolutely not. We are the queens of it.
That is not true.
I smell bull.
Some girls give head, some girls give fellatio. There is a difference.
There's a big difference.
I want head. I don't want fellatio.
Throat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good ones know the difference.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
They be so proud.
I'll give you an example. That's about the only thing. I never liked doing that. I never did that.
Here we go.
When I got with somebody who enjoyed that, I actually watched videos. I learned how to do it better. And guess what? Okay. Practice makes perfect. You know what I'm saying? I got that shit down.
If you say so.
So that's about the only
Fuego.
It's true. When I was left, that's all he was worried about is me doing that with somebody else. So hey. Yeah, I watched videos, I read some articles, and yeah, I did.
Self-educated, self-taught. Okay.
Yes.
You get a gold star.
I'm gonna give it to her one more time.
So we got a couple. So I guess she said that they're the queens, so they've never had a learning experience. They just okay, I'm professional. I know
No.
I ain't ashamed. I've been
No,
told
that's not
no,
true.
that ain't. I'm like, okay, so what do you think? What should I work on? That's what you're supposed to do. You better. If you don't, the cat named Jody will.
Marcus, go to your room, please. Go to your room.
He's not in here. He in his room. He ain't in here.
Go upstairs, Marcus, please.
He might be able to tell us a thing or two. Don't get it twisted.
Well, okay.
Shoot, be do. So, thank you, Devin. That, yeah. Fuego, thank you for your transparency. I appreciate that. That's what's
I'm
up.
proud of you, Fuego.
It's a learning curve for everybody, man. I mean,
That's ambition.
Curve.
for
To the left.
I'm done. I'm done. Go ahead, y'all. Y'all got it. Oh.
listen,
To the left.
everybody has to learn their partner.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
Because when you eat the pom pom, certain girls like it a certain way.
And we're back.
PK said if she's not go to PK. PK said if she's not doing it like she love it, she don't like you, bruh.
Oh man, you know what? Yeah, I agree. That's
I say this.
True.
As we get older,
She don't want you to ask again.
we learn ourselves,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to learn who you with.
Who you
You're
with?
supposed to teach them who you are, and vice versa. I could go back to childhood days. Myself, Snoopy Cliff Mello,
Here we
his
go.
cousin Vernon,
Here we
his
go.
brother Sheldon. You know,
Here
we walking to school, 24th Street School, elementary school, and we used to always say, "Man, when I get married, my girl, my wife, she gonna be making me eggs, and I'm gonna be getting me some. Right while she's scrambling my eggs, I'm gonna be getting me some." That's what we used to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. Every time we talked about sex, because that's what it was in our eye. You gonna be doing it
And scrambled eggs.
and getting some scrambled eggs.
And
She's gonna
scrambled
be making
eggs.
breakfast, and you gonna be getting you some. Well, guess what?
Don't nobody want them hard.
When I got married,
sidetracked.
that wasn't quite the way it was. No.
You got to pick
And as
one,
you
huh?
get older, you know, how many times we didn't have those stories like, man, I thought she was getting it like this all the time. Man, no. I came home, it wasn't no dinner cooked. It was, you smell that carpet? Yeah.
Lotion
it.
and Pop Tarts is what you got for this evening.
You got nothing. No plate in the microwave. It was fend for yourself.
Literally. Got a dice game going on
Not
today.
right.
By
You
yourself.
have to teach whoever it is that you with. And then sometimes it's just being understanding, you know, that whole honey, I'm tired, you know, that's the typical line of a lady. Not tonight. I'm tired. We've heard that over and over. Well, guess what? Men do it too.
I was just gonna say.
You know what?
I'm
I don't
tired.
feel like it. I don't want to. I done rode my motorcycle across the country. I just want to go to night. Leave me alone. Yeah, but you don't. No, I
It
don't
might
want it.
change the velocity of speed, but that's about the size of it because
I'm
you got
just
to
saying.
take care
Man.
of the business. You know?
I'm just saying. Damon says it's called. Excuse me. It's called your partner's love language, and that sometimes takes the lifetime of the relationship. Absolutely. Come on, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
it's
Absolutely.
continual. It's continual because we change. Our
It
bodies
changes.
change.
Yeah, it
It
changes.
goes
Right.
up and down for each other. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Sheila. What? Sheila E. What up with you, girl? Thank you for being here. She says, a woman has to know how to give. How do you pronounce that? Hedison?
Medicine.
Hedison? Is that like medicine? Hedison
Yes.
Yeah.
and grind the pepper. Lord have
Yep.
mercy.
Churn the butter.
Is that like the raw black pepper, that hard crack pepper? Like, I'm just shoot, we do. Jason says it's more pressure on a man than a woman. Male masturbation, versus female masturbation. Man, look at all. I can't even read that. Hold on, let me get my glasses.
He got the hieroglyphics all
Right.
He got- I see corn, zucchini,
Banana.
chili
Banana,
peppers.
eggplant, corn,
Yeah.
bread,
All that
banana,
work.
eggplant,
Screwdriver?
cornbread,
All
hot
that
Eggplant.
bone, hammer,
Oh my
chisel.
God.
I mean screwdriver.
And a prayer.
Except for the
One,
tool.
two.
That's not good.
That reminds me. Fuego had a post a couple of days ago that included a wrench.
Yeah.
A wrench. Like, what we gonna do with the wrench?
Yeah.
Shoot,
Tighten it
we
up.
do. She said, "Yep, yep."
Love and love.
I said that was for the man to fix his attitude.
Wow.
Hey, now that's a good one. But then again, some of you ladies need to fix your attitude too. So
I knew that.
shoot, be do.
I guess it's for self-tuning since it's,
Right.
for
Sean
self-care.
says, I haven't
Self-care.
used that line. Laugh out loud. He he hasn't either. We never tired. Well, that's what. Hey, go ahead with your bad self.
Yeah.
It don't take all day and all night to do nothing. Go on there for about 10 minutes. Come on up out of there. So we can get over to the picture show.
Not the picture show. That's the picture
I'm going
show.
night night. Good night. Call me tomorrow, man. I'm going to bed. Good night. Oh man, I appreciate
I
it.
would be like, no, I'm really tired. I'm tired. What?
All right. Well, we got one more question, in the spirit and fun of it all, thank y'all for answering that question. This next question is somewhat, on a similar note, but not exactly. But here it goes. We're just going to get right into it. Loving someone that's never been loved the proper way takes
Patience.
Patience.
Time.
Okay, I'll take patience.
Patience is it.
Patience, time, energy.
Energy. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes unconditional love.
Okay, unconditional love,
Empathy.
Understanding.
understanding.
And definitely
Ooh,
understanding.
Jason said, God, let's go. Yeah.
Come on, Jason. Man, we might have to, open up the panel to another, right?
I'm laughing at Krista's alcohol.
Hey, come on,
Wow.
Krista, come through with it. Sometimes it does, though.
Liquid courage. You hear me?
But the
Right.
thing
Yeah.
is, the right way is subjective. What's the right way? I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Facts.
So it's subjective.
Facts.
So you don't know. So when I say understanding, you need to first find out what is the way for them in order for you even
Right.
to know that. So
Well, if they've never been loved, that includes themselves because it starts with you.
absolutely.
So-
Yeah. And they may have no answers. So it's
And that means I can't do nothing for you until you love yourself.
exactly.
So y'all be trying to
Got
figure
it.
it out together, and that's gonna be you're gonna look up, and it might be 5-10 years from now. Y'all in this relationship trying to find out what's wrong with this one person. So now y'all been neglecting each other and yourselves, trying to make sure that this one person is okay. And then you look up and like, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
although I didn't write this question, but I'm gonna ask because it seems appropriate to do so. What is proper love?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Proper love.
That- you can't define that because
Because it's
No,
case by case scenario.
yeah.
it's loving that
every-
person in the. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's loving them the way that they interpret love for themselves. Because again, you have to know that. How do they understand love? What is not just their love language, but how do they understand love? Like, what does that look like to them? So again, you have to
Right.
know that.
And excuse
Like
me,
that post I sent to y'all earlier today about before you loving somebody, liking somebody, missing somebody, go masturbate and then see if
Yeah.
you still feel that way afterward. Because sometimes the sex is good, but that's it.
That's
Like
it.
I
Yeah.
said, a
Yep.
young girl can't do nothing. If I bust and we can't talk afterward,
Exactly.
I gotta go. That ain't love.
Like, I gotta go.
That ain't love.
Shots fired.
well, that's my time. I gotta go.
You No, once you release that baby batter, you see things clear.
Oh, you see clear. I
Baby
can see
juice.
now.
Baby
Wow.
juice.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And I think too, excuse me, so many of us are so occupied with trying to define what love really is for someone else
Right.
when you really can't do that. I'm the best thing that you ever had and ever gonna get.
Says who?
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Then again, maybe you are. But we really don't have an appreciation for either side of the coin until we've gone through something to figure out that,
Yeah.
you know what? After all said and done, I realize you are the one for me, or you were the one for
You
me.
are the one.
You
You are
know,
the one. You are the one.
I
Or
messed up. I
you
should have stayed where I was, but that's hindsight, right? So, we just really have to think about that. And if you are there to love somebody and trying to love them the proper way, again, what is that definition? You have to ask yourself that question first. What is the definition of proper love? What role do you play in giving proper love? Are you really proper love?
Very good question.
Are you really? That's the one that you sleep on. Am I really the definition of proper love?
For one person, you could be. For the other person, it could be the total opposite, and you doing the exact same thing for both.
Right. That's it.
Right.
Everybody ain't for everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I ain't for everybody, and everybody ain't for me.
That's right.
Snoopy Cliff
I
Miller.
am for somebody. Everybody say that's easy. I like both.
Oh shoot. What is sapiosexual? Uh-huh. The stimulation of the mind.
Sexual.
Turn on
Yeah. Turn on.
sexually by the mind being stimulated.
Intellectually.
Trey RB, she was here earlier. I don't know if she's still around, but whoop, there it is. So something to think about, you guys, man. Is who we are. We are growing. We are getting older as the days go by. Our minds are changing. Our thought processes are different.
Mm.
And as they adjust, we have to adjust with it. As they adjust, we have to adjust with our partners, if that's what we have. Adjust, adapt, make those changes. Don't be afraid to do it
Right.
and go from there. And fellas, be honest with your peers. Ladies, be honest with your peers, with your homegirls, your girls, your road dogs, your day one, your sandboxes. We have to start being honest with each other instead of, boy, man, yeah, no, I hear you, dog. I feel you. If he lacking, he lacking. You gotta say, man, you
bullshitting, bro. What you
quit
doing?
playing, man.
Yes.
Ladies gotta say the same thing. Girl, now you I don't do that. Girl, look, if you don't do it, somebody else gonna do it. You better go on and get that done. Read a book, watch a movie, something. We have to start saying those things like that. Stop playing around and let people know and understand. We don't got a lot of time to keep playing around with this. This ain't our high school teenage years. I
Yeah.
got time to
Right.
learn, and
Yeah.
no, ain't nobody got. I mean, you can still learn, but we ain't got that kind of time.
It's time for some application.
Come into the game already knowing something.
Yeah.
Mm.
So looks like Snoopy Cliff Mello is wrapping it up. You got some final words for us, man?
Yes, healing energy to everyone. I love y'all. I love the various topics we hit. Happy Black History Month as we come to the conclusion of it. But remember, that's every day, every day, every day.
Every day.
So with that, I love y'all. Until next week.
Peace in the
Snoopy
Middle
Cliff
East.
Mello.
Bye.
Rain and Spain.
And then there were 5.
The chicken behind
You
us.
ladies,
You're
you
outnumbered.
gentlemen, y'all have any final words for the people? Anything you want to talk about specifically? We got a little time if you want. If not, hey, it be what it be. Anything on your mind?
Sisters, y'all have anything? Full procedure.
Mm.
Brothers, do you have anything?
No.
I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my.
Ish.
The only thing I wanted to say is, and this is pertaining to all of the questions tonight, don't let anybody contain you in your thought to just when it's convenient for them. You know, if it's Black
Yeah.
History Month, you can study Black history anytime you want. If you're not pleasing your significant other, or your significant other is not pleasing you, there's a million and one ways to even open up the conversation about it. Don't limit it to just,
Absolutely.
well, we were doing this and it wasn't working, so I told them right then. Maybe you need to, learn how that person is and see if you need to tell them over dinner, or maybe bring it up slowly, or just say, hey, look, you need to. It just depends on. So don't let nobody limit you on what you can do to further your intelligence on any subject.
There you go.
And just be open
Yeah.
to receiving as well.
There it is. I'm gonna steal the words as I close this up for the night. I'm gonna steal these words from my sister Erica. I wish I could hear her say, "Hey, Onyx," because she got that Pittsburgh dialect twang. I love it. But she says, "We don't have the time we think we have.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have the time that we think we have. The uncertainties of life continue to take over, you guys." I was talking to someone and they said, "Man, it just seems like." Actually, it was my little sister Crystal. She said, "Death is becoming more and more as we get older. We see it more. As
Yeah.
children, we had no clue, no idea what's going on around us. None of the above. You don't know nothing about that. Our coworkers, our family members, our friends, people all around us are passing away.
Yeah.
Life is short. Some are falling asleep in death, going night night and never waking up again. Some are being taken away from unforeseen occurrences that are taking place. We just don't know. And knowing that we don't know that time that is, designated for us, we have to live our lives a little bit different.
Yeah.
Absolutely live to the fullest possible. And I'm not saying go out there running reckless. I'm just out here running amok, just doing whatever I want to do because I'm living life. No, I'm saying appreciate the time that you have while you have it. 55, I never would have thought I was going to get to 55. I still need to be in the backyard on St. Andrew's Place shooting basketballs through a tire, skating with my street kings. Those the ones with the wheels, the metal wheels. Okay. Playing hide and go seek. And when the girls came out, we play hide and go get it.
Get it.
I mean, come on. Those days are long gone. We don't get to play ding dong ditch no more. I'm not going to the store for my mama to get the
Cigarettes
jet.
with a note.
Come on.
Right.
The jet, the cigarettes with the note, and the Sentinel paper and some black walnut ice cream. And if you came back minus
Ooh,
one
yes.
thing, you
Yes.
in trouble, right?
Yes.
Including the change.
Including change.
Including the change.
Long gone are those days, you guys. So we have to start embracing life and enjoying it. If you ain't been nowhere, go somewhere.
Go somewhere.
If you've been going somewhere, keep going. Take somebody with you to experience something different. If the corner liquor store, the gas station around the corner is as far as you get to go, man,
You ain't going nowhere.
you messing yourself up.
Yeah.
I got a chance to go to Detroit for the weekend. For what was that? The weekend before Valentine's Day. My coworkers was like, "Wait, you gonna go to Detroit? When you leaving? I'm gonna leave on Friday. When you coming back? Sunday. You just going for that? You're not going for no week or nothing? No, I'm just going for the weekend. I'm up and back." When you become an adult, you can do that.
You can do what you, yeah.
No lie.
I'm gonna try to be like one of my friends, Monique Harrell. She took a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She went to Disneyland. I think that was in Japan.
Mm.
Left on Thursday and was back at work on Monday.
Okay.
That's my role model. That's what I want to do. Something like that. So if y'all don't have nothing else, I don't have nothing else. Let me see what Sheila said. Don't be scared to let someone go, and don't stay miserable in a relationship you're not happy in. Life is too short.
Yes.
Come on now. Come on.
Look,
Come on, Sheila.
go get the
Come on.
Go get the
Thank
You
you,
had,
Sheila.
you had already started wrapping up, but Jason's comment is really good too. A couple of
Final thoughts? Is that
Yes.
the one?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. I see you, Jason, man. I appreciate your participation. Final thoughts. Love yourself and those that love you. Somebody has to be the sacrifice in order for us to progress. I'll be the sacrifice. Just don't let it be in vain. Oh my goodness.
Okay, Jason.
Code game. I like that, man. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I really like
appreciate
that.
Renee is here. She says that's called planning and living. That part. Go somewhere, man. Go somewhere. You know, Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras just left. I seen a lot of my folk out there in New Orleans having hurricanes and grenades and leaving their trash in the city streets on French quarters.
Terrible.
Not all of them, but they cleaning it up. It's a party all the time.
Like Lil Wayne said, you ain't did it till you done it like in 5 states.
Come on, man. Oh, shoot, be do.
That's what he said. I was like,
Well.
yeah, I got a little right. I need the Wayne.
Oh my God, I can't with you. Anywho, that is going to be our time, you guys. We appreciate you guys for being here. Absolutely. You know, we're always looking for new topics to talk about. You can hit me up anytime if you got something you want to say. Hell, you want to be on the show, you want to be a part of the panel, you want to be a grown folk them, a guest grown folk them for a night. Come on through. Holla at your boy one time. You know, I'm sure we can make room for you. I'm sure we could do that. But at the end of the day, you know, Gentlemen After Dark is a place where grown folks can talk without judgment. That's what this was built for. So let's get it in. From the desert to the sea and to all the cities in between, good evening.
Good night.